the freaking champ is back.
Oh, thank you,
First
man.
off, man, I miss you, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
What a guy.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Whoa, whoa. All right, I'll give you
All right, I'll give you
which way? Oh, good to see you, man.
All right, all right. Nah, that was proper.
Let me put this up here because this looks really nice. Congratulations for taking Abadango, Saga.
Thank you.
The level of talent here was so crazy. Were there any people on your hit list that you felt like could potentially steal the win from you, or no?
The only person I did not want to play, when I mean I don't want to play is that I mean I'd rather play the other person or I'd rather play this other top player, but the one person I didn't want to play was Larry.
Larry. Oh, man.
It's always Larry.
So how did you feel when he beat Nairo and crept up in the grand finals?
So at first I was like, well, Nairo usually beats Larry, so I'm expecting Nairo. So I was practicing against ZeRo for the first game, and then I see Larry. I'm like, win game one. I'm like, hold on, Anti, go Fox real quick. Anti, go Fox. So then Boy comes over, and we're just playing like Fox Diddy. So I'm just like, okay. And then I look over 3-0, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, this is not gonna be good. So like, I go over, and I'm like, all right, whatever happens, just take your time. Analyze and understand what's going on. Don't get frustrated.
That's right.
So that's why I was really happy, because I felt like a lot of things happened throughout the set that would have easily tilted me before. But I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Let me land here. This good thing happened here. Focus on this, focus on that. And I was also pretty happy. I felt like my edge guards were pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I felt when Larry was like at 50%, he was all the way down. I'm like, I'm going to go and spike him. And I feel like if I can get the spike, it's like kind of shows confidence.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, just screw it. Just drop down there.
That was so beautiful. When I saw you do that, and the fact that you got the trade was the bonus, right? You're like, oh, I got the trade. I don't even need to up B.
I did it. I delayed it, so it was more likely for me to get the trade.
Nice. So it was a calculated effort on your part. I like
mean, that. You can definitely like do it on purpose sometimes, but like it's really difficult. So I just try to kill him, and if I die, whatever. But if I make it back, cool, kind of deal.
Now looking back at the rest of the bracket, let's see, versus Nairo. Nairo decided the moment you showed a lot of confidence against his ZeRo Suit Samus, he went Lucina. How did you feel about that?
I actually expected it.
You did?
Yeah. The reason I say that is because Nairo is one of the best Lucina players in the world, for sure. Very good. And I know he has a very good Lucina, but the most important part is that I personally, I don't think I'm too strong against Marth and Lucina. I'm not too strong against like both of those characters. I just don't really know how to play the matchup yet. So that's why, every time I have to play like Mr. E, right, I get really scared because I'm like, okay, this guy likely the best Marth. So that's why every time I play him, it's extremely close. Of course. Because he knows the matchup really well. He's very good, up-and-coming player. So obviously for me, I'd rather play, for example, Anti, right, or like just any, like most top players, right, than play Mr. E, right? Like sometimes matchups are very important. I'm not saying it like, oh, just because I don't know it's close, but it's more so like it's a personal weakness. Yeah, right. And then so when he went Lucina, I'm like, all right, he obviously is aware that I'm not good against Marth and Lucina, so obviously he's going to try to push it. So he wins game one, he two-stuck me, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, so I have to remember the matchup, you have to do this, play this way. He's shielding here, he's blocking here. I have to adapt my entire gameplay. So I go pick Duck because he banned FD, so I need time. The reason I picked Duck wasn't because you have a secret advantage in that stage or anything. It's more so because there's a lot of space. Yeah, and it gives me enough time to understand. It gives me enough time for me to delay the match so I can, over time, learn the matchup. That was my goal. Even if I lost that match, I would still pick the game because I want to learn the matchup. True. Because I can run away, I can take my time, and learn at my own pace.
A lot of breathing room.
And then also the wall helps Diddy can recover, so you don't get gimped. True. So that's very useful. And then he goes Lilat. So when he picked Lilat, I'm like, okay, Nairo is really making an effort to make me uncomfortable while playing because he knows I despise playing on Lilat. If I didn't ban Lilat, I ban if the other character doesn't have like a super counter pick, like let's say Fox on Battlefield, right, or something that you have to ban, otherwise you're gonna lose on that stage. I ban Lilat by default. So if I don't know what to ban, Lilat.
Lilat, just free.
Just Lilat. And then so he went Lilat. I'm like, all right, he really wants to just make me uncomfortable picking Lucina and Lilat. And I was like, but yeah, he was also playing like really broken too. It's like, I think I barely edged him out in that matchup.
It's to the point where if I see you guys go out at it again, it's gonna be really close at the big house.
I feel like it might just be Lucina Diddy from King 1.
Yeah, literally. Like the moment it starts, Lucina.
Yeah, oh my god, dude.
But here's another question. You didn't have to face Ally at all, right?
No, but I had to play Anti.
Anti, which you were pretty solid against.
Yes, I managed to 3-0 Anti in the Diddy Mario matchup. Both Ally and Anti are very good against Diddy, and Anti is my main training partner. Actually, shout outs to the boy Anti for helping me so much with so much practice. Like Cloud, Mario. Lately, all the matches that I've been like succeeding lately have been because he's helped me so much with those matchups as well. And of course, other thing that's actually been like a hurdle of mine is that I feel like sometimes I get really nervous, or sometimes I get like on tilt.
Yep.
I feel like if something stupid happens in the before, I will just lose it. I'm like, you know what, like things are not going so well, blah blah blah. And now I feel like I'm more resilient.
It's the old you that's coming back, I feel. Like the 2015 ZeRo that I missed for a while, I was watching when you were playing Anti. It looks like he was trying to grab you a lot of times, and you just, like, stop him with, like, down tilts, with F tilts even.
Yeah, I discovered this recently, but Diddy Kon's 4 tilt beats Mario's jab and grab. So it covers 2 options really well.
Nice.
And if you space it, I call it the One Piece, Gomu Gomu no.
Yeah,
he stretches out. It's funny. If he blocks it, it's so unexpected that usually I don't punish it. So it's a very good option. I've been discovering a lot of really random options recently with Diddy. Definitely trying my best to explore him as much as I can. I'm a firm believer that you can always do a little bit more.
True.
And sometimes you discover something else you want to do with them. But a big part of my mindset change has been thanks to Vanessa. She's been really good at she knows me so well. She knows what way to approach me so I can get back in the game.
Yes.
I've had games where I got old death or I kill myself at ZeRo, and then she will say the right thing to me, and I'm like, all right, I forget about it, and I can just move on.
That's it.
So she's been very helpful with that.
Very good support.
Also, the guys at the Leap of Faith house, because my homies, I live out in New Jersey now.
Yep.
They've been extremely supportive. All of them really
You're happy there then.
Blue giving me mutual practice, Gaetaro being the dad of the house.
Yep. Hey.
That cat's actually very good. He's very underrated as well.
Very.
Hack, very good Mario practice. And Falls, coming up clutch with the Sheik and whatnot. And Marth too now as well. So definitely been super helpful lately. I definitely feel like having a good support group is very important for a player. I feel like it's not just about practice or going to events and just grinding it out. I feel like it has more to it.
True.
And lately with support from Vanessa, support from Anti, support from the Leap of Faith guys, I've really been able to step it up lately.
So you honestly feel like now you're happier in your new location, so that's a good thing.
There's definitely been a lot of things that have changed recently not recently, but over time that have made me live a happier life.
Good.
There's a lot of things that, obviously no one's life is perfect. You're always, I guess, struggling with something, so that's how life is really. So, I'm not going to say it's 100% perfect, but I feel like I'm happy. I wouldn't say I'm unhappy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things to enjoy. So.
I noticed you've been even changing the way you present your content to the viewers. There's something with an Uber conversation or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I've been trying. My YouTube channel is known for doing mainly Smash stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm trying, even if I lose subscribers, I'm still trying to, trying to show people more of my personality.
True. You're a human, right?
Right, and I feel like that will be interesting. I'm very interested in doing more vlogs and more experience stuff in the future.
I would like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
big fan.
I don't, because I have a lot of creative ideas, but sometimes I feel like I'm locked into doing only Smash content, and while I enjoy it, and I'm always going to be doing it no matter what, I wish it wasn't the only thing I can do, because I feel like I can do more.
Yeah, to the fans out there watching, sometimes it's hard for content creators where the main core fan base usually expects you to only create content around this one thing, and the moment you deviate from that, they'll actually leave and not support you anymore, which sometimes make me feel like, did they really like me for me, or did they just like me because of this?
Because it was useful?
Yeah, because maybe I only liked you because you played this one game, but now you don't play this game, so I don't like you anymore. It's wait, you should like the content creator and appreciate whatever he puts
I feel like it's fair. At the end of the day, it's kind of like a business transaction. They get whatever they want. They get the entertainment they want, and if it's not there, then they're free to just leave.
Yeah,
it's kind of how it unfortunately is.
That's how it is, yeah.
But if you're a viewer, that's kind of how you feel. If this is not interesting to you or relevant to you anymore, what should you watch? But it's okay.
That's a safe thing.
I just feel like it's important to kind of build out the loyal fans. I think it's super important.
That's right.
And for all players out there trying to make a living out of this, content is the most important thing. Sponsors do look into your image and do look into your content creation, followers, all of that stuff, especially your image. You may have 100,000 followers, for example, but if you have a terrible image, you can't be picked up.
Yep.
You may have half of that, but a very good image, and then you will.
That's it.
Things like that. Things like that matter. So, and also, I don't think it's good to rely on tournament winnings for income. I feel like it's very important to have a lot of different sources of income by creating content, by doing things that are more you could say maybe more consistent, more guaranteed.
Yep.
Because you can't rely on winning every tournament, even if you're super good. Because sure, you may win a few times, maybe a lot of times, but not always. Like no one can just win always.
It's true.
It's really hard, and it doesn't just come down to you sometimes.
Yeah, words of wisdom, man. Thank you for that one, because there are a lot of people who are aspiring top players, and sometimes they don't know, how what the grind is like, or what they need to do if they actually want to make this a living. So we appreciate that. And of course, where can we find you, since we know we're about to get into the round robin real soon?
Well, you can obviously find me on Twitter at TSM ZeRo. Also on YouTube, you can just honestly just look up on YouTube ZeRo, like tag, and you'll find me. You can also put a Chile, my country, ZeRo, and you'll find me on YouTube or Google as well. That's sort of the main 2 spots that I'm located in. And from there, you can just find anything else. And also, I'm currently selling shirts too, so I might as well plug that in. Teespring.com/ZeRo shirts. Very easy.
Thank you. And you already said your Twitter, right?
Yes, TSM
okay.
ZeRo.
All right, cool. So, well, thank you so much, ZeRo. Thank you for making TSM proud, your fans proud as well. I, as your good friend, I still see you as a brother, even though you left the West Coast.
And you left the East Coast for the West Coast too, man?
Oh, yeah, I mean.
You did that to other people?
Anyway, so thank you very much again, and bring it in, man.
Man. Take care, man. I miss you, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, glad you commented, man. I can't wait to watch that.
Thank you. And here's your trophy.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I got you, man. I got you.
All right.
Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it.